I traded every single blue pet in Adopt Me, starting from common and making our way to legendary. Starting off with a stingray. This pet came out in the ocean egg and is only a common. We're going to be going from common all the way to legendary from every blue pet, and making sure that I get a successful trade for every single offer. We're going and getting a bandicoot, which also a common, and I believe a bandicoot is from like the Australian egg, so I mean it's kind of fair in terms of value. Now we're moving on to the flying fish. We're being offered a chocolate Labrador. The flying fish is actually an old event pet, although it really has absolutely no value. This pet really isn't that rare, and I believe it came out in a summer games update, so I'm just gonna hit accept on literally anything that my fan wanted, which was just a Mackie, which is mostly green, but it does have a tiny little bit of blue. The next pet is a blue bottle fly. This pet literally has the word blue inside of the pet's name, so I think that's pretty cool. This person is definitely overpaying though. I'm literally gonna tell them that they're over. That is a crazy offer for a literal fly. I always feel bad if I take an overpay, so I will happily go and accept it for a snow puma, which is actually still a relatively decent pet to be fair. Now the blue bottle fly is kind of ugly and I hate it, so I'm happy I got rid of one. The next pet is the rock pigeon. Now this pigeon does have a tiny bit of blue. I say the majority of this pet looks blue, and we're being offered a Springer Spaniel, which I think is actually a pretty rare pet to get your hands on. Okay, honestly, I have no idea what they said, but I'm pretty sure they're not offering all of this for a pigeon. They swapped their offer out to a moonlight moth, which if you didn't know already, was worth a legendary, but now we're getting a red fox, which come to think of it, looks kind of orange, to be honest. I wouldn't really call this red, you know, this is red, like all the writing. This is definitely orange, but there we go, get rid of Mr. Rock Pigeon, and now we get a red pet. Up next is the Halloween Blue Scorpion, which again has the word blue in its username. Now what's really cool about this is that it is only an uncommon. It came out a very long time ago and it was from a Halloween event, which is why it literally says the word Halloween again in its username. Now this is a pretty difficult pet to go and get your hands on, meaning it does actually have a little bit of value to it compared to other pets. So going and trading an uncommon for the Black Marlin probably isn't the best of deals, to be honest, as this is an old event pet. Realistically, this Halloween Scorpion is worth about an ultra rare due to the rarity of it. This person's offering me an Ankylosaurus, a quokka, and a robot, which is definitely a pretty cool looking trade. Quokkas are really cute pets. I can't remember how you got it. Was it bucks maybe? But I'll happily go and accept this. We're getting a robot, an old dinosaur, and a quokka. Up next is one of the coolest uncommon pets, the dolphin. This thing is literally probably the bluest blue pet you could get inside of Adopt Me. This is an uncommon coming out of the ocean egg, and it is a pretty preppy pet. In terms of value, you're probably gonna get maybe something good, but I'm being offered a puma. I think I could definitely get something better than that. Realistically, I think I'm still taking a loss on this trade, but honestly, I don't really mind. This is a red fox, which is a rare rarity compared to the dolphin, but obviously the dolphin's out of game. Up next is the anglerfish, which is a pretty cool looking pet. It would seem we're definitely going and getting some significant overpays right now, because an anglerfish is definitely not worth a fanghorn tortoise. But the good news is that this fanghorn tortoise is actually a blue pet, which means we're gonna get to go and trade it later in this challenge. This is a parakeet. Now the majority of this pet to me looks like it's blue, so I'm calling it a blue pet. This is a rare rarity. I forgot what it comes from, maybe just the traditional random rare egg, just like the common one that you can currently get. And we're getting an orange beta fish, which is honestly great. This is an out-of-game event pet, so I definitely take that over a parakeet. This is called My Little Unicorn. I don't know why my narwhal is called that, nor do I know why they're offering a hydra. They're literally asking me to please do the trade, so I guess I'm gonna do it so I don't upset them. But a narwhal is basically a unicorn, and they're getting My Little Unicorn, not for trade, which is 100% for trade if they offer a literal hydra. The merhorse is actually such an ugly pet. I don't really understand it, to be honest, but it's rare to be honest. It's a pretty difficult pet to go and get your hands on. We're being offered a blue pin badge. Because it's got a little bit of blue in it, I'm gonna have to accept this. If you have a mer horse, it's actually seen as a rare pet, to be honest. Not because it's called rarity of a rare, but it's actually an old pet and not many people actually have it. So I wouldn't trade it for a mouse if I was you. Up next is the gecko, and this person has all of the magma pets. Why do they have 3 magmas, snails, and 3 magma mooses? I have absolutely no idea. Now they're just taking it away. Were they trying to like show it off and flex on me? They said, is this good? I'm always honest. If I get a trade offer, I will tell someone if they are overpaying, okay? I promise I make sure I do good trades, and this person is 100% over. I told them to swap it for a rare pet, as honestly a gecko is not even worth that. Okay, they were happy to do this trade. I mean, they were happy to go and trade 2 of the best ultra rares I've seen, so I managed to convince them to give me worse pets. That's definitely not something you hear every day, trying to convince someone to give you worse pets than what they offered you. Up next is one of the weirdest pets possible. It's called an eggy, and we got a dotted eggy, with the majority of this egg being blue. The eggy pets are one of Adopt Me's strangest pets, and I just never see these things equipped. And I've never even seen like a mega neon eggy, to be honest. So let me know if you've ever seen one. They are offering me a water rabbit, which is definitely over, I think, because that's an ultra rare. I mean, they're both event pets, but I think that one is a little bit more rare. This is a blue jay, with the literal word blue in the pet's name. So of course, we got to include it on the list. It literally is called a blue jay. Now this pet is a rare. They're offering me a swordfish and a sloth. That's a Robux pet. And oh my goodness, what? You are so over. You so over. I do not want them to give me a sloth. That thing is really rare and costs Robux. That's right. I am trying to convince people to take away trades. I feel like most people probably wouldn't do that. A Yeti is actually one of my favorite pets to exist inside of Adopt Me, so I'm kind of hoping that I do manage to get a decent offer for this, as it's actually pretty difficult to get. This person is offering me a bunch of random selection of pets, but according to some values, this is actually worth a legendary. This is a very old Christmas pet, and it's a really nice designed pet. One of my favorite pets to actually exist inside of Adopt Me, so I'm just gonna say no thank you and see what other offers we can get. I just think that this thing is so funny, like the way that it poses, the way that its face looks. I think it's a really interesting design of a pet. So I'm hopefully getting an offer, and oh, a Halloween mummy cat. That's so cool. I will take that. So shout out to this person, a Halloween golden mummy cat, one of my favorite pets. I love cats. And we're going and trading a Yeti for it. Now the Yeti is actually pretty old, so I'm pretty happy with that trade. Now we're going and getting rid of the water moon bear, which came out in one of like the Lunar New Year updates out of a Moon Bear box, I believe. This is a magma moose. We keep getting offered all of these magma pets. I don't know if I recognize this username from earlier, but a water moon bear is actually an ultra rare, so I'm gonna say that this is probably a fair trade. If anything, this might be a lose. Honestly, I don't really know the value of the water moon bear. Up next is a swordfish. Now I'm gonna say that half of this is blue, the other half is like white with a little bit of yellow. And why are you offering me a ninja monkey, dude? This person is literally trying to convince me that that ninja monkey is worth a swordfish. I am trying to warn them that a ninja monkey is actually really rare. They said, I beg you, I don't use it. That is such a rare pet though. That's crazy. They said, of course, I've literally tried to convince them for so long. I think it might even be a prank. I don't know. There are so many people watching this trade. I don't think this is gonna happen. If they hit accept, that's crazy. And oh my goodness. Oh, why do I have a ninja monkey? That's overpowered. Up next is a space whale, one of the most expensive pets to ever release inside of Adopt Me, costing a significant amount of bucks. And they're offering a hydra, which might actually sound like an interesting offer, to be honest. But according to the value websites, I am over by about double. They added a king penguin, which is a nice Robux pet. But I wonder if it's still... Okay, so I'm taking a small lose if I was to go and accept this. Do I go and do it? I mean, I'm gonna say So the space whale actually cost $2,499 and was available in 2022. So this pet is over 2 years old, costing you $2,500, making it extremely expensive. I'm actually going to decline this. I don't really need a hydra or a king penguin. I feel like we might be able to get a better trade for this. Okay, they have swapped out their offer to go and include a panda and a robot and a saber tooth. So out of pure curiosity, I'm just going to hit accept on this, because a panda is a nice old Robux pet also, which is kind of hard to get your hands on nowadays, to be honest. So I'm quite happy with that. We're also getting a saber tooth and a hydra. Hydras are valuable pets, which is why we're about to go and trade one soon alongside a robot, which I'm pretty sure is the next pet on the list to go and trade is a robot. Now the robot is such a weird pet, because how do you hatch that out of an egg? Honestly, I don't know, but we're being offered a mole, a poodle, and a fire axe. Definitely an interesting selection of an offer for an ultra rare. I just checked their profile. It seems that they seem to be a beginner inside of Adopt Me. This might be the only stuff that they literally have, so to go and help them begin their Adopt Me journey. We love helping new accounts, going and getting ultra rare pets so they can go and upgrade their inventory. We're gonna go and hit accept. I'm definitely taking a loss, taking 2 uncommons and a random axe. This person is offering me a ribbon seal, which in terms of value is actually less than the hydra. So again, these things are kind of similar. A ribbon seal is kind of one of the strange ultra rare event pets, and the hydra is from the mythic egg, and I feel like the hydra is actually kind of an underrated pet. Now this pet is actually really hard to have gone and got. I believe you had to get it out of a special gift, and it's definitely valuable because, you know, everyone loves the tortoise and you don't really see any of these pets around. Again, I've not seen a neon or a mega neon of this pet ever to exist. What in the world is a toilet stroller? I have never seen that before. Do I own one of those? I kind of have to know now. Do I actually have this? Okay, I already have 2 toilet strollers. I'm not really after all of these random like stuff, to be honest. I'm kind of after pets. This is a very strange offer. This is a neon rodeo bull. I want a pet that you own. Okay, so this is an uncommon, but it's neon. I don't think I actually have seen a rodeo bull inside of neon form before. Maybe I did when it first came out, so I'm slightly curious. I think that might be over. I honestly don't know what the value of that is, but let's go and equip the neon rodeo bull. And oh yeah, I definitely have one of these, but I think it's definitely interesting to go and get a neon of one of these event pets. They're offering for a giant blue scarab, which is a Robux pet. And you had to go and get this during the desert event. You buy the Robux mud ball, and then you go and throw it to get this pet. Now obviously you could get a legendary, but I believe it's still 200 something Robux, and we did just get a Fleur de Ice, which is definitely over in terms of value, so that's actually really good. This person is offering a candy hare. I simply couldn't just give them one Dionchosaurus or Dioncus, bro, I don't know how you spell this. So I'm going to go and offer them 3 instead of 1, as 1 for 1 candy hare legendary would definitely be a bad deal for them. So I'm going to go and add 3 of them. One of them has a fly potion, and a candy hare is actually a great pet. Now you're probably wondering why. Well, did you know that when you go and buy Robux, there is a section that says support a star. If you type the word candy instead of any other word and press add, it will say you are supporting Cookie Cutter, which is my star code. So when buying Robux, go and use star code candy. It goes and helps to support me. You lose absolutely nothing. CANDY, press add, and it helps to support the channel. Up next is a shark, a very rare legendary pet that has a ton of value. This person unfortunately is not offering me the best of stuff for this pet. This person has offered me a Star Hopper in Neon and a Singularity Pisces in Neon as well. Now I believe this is probably a fair offer. Believe it or not, 2 Neon rare pets is actually worth a rare out-of-game legendary pet that came out a long time ago. Let's see what they say. If I remove Star Hopper, it would be fair. Only offering now is Singularity Pisces, which is kind of interesting. Not really what I'm after though, but apparently that's a fair trade in terms of value still. The shark is actually pretty difficult to trade because of how rare of a pet it is, so going and finding a good offer is actually surprisingly difficult. This person offered me a moonlight moth with a hydra. Oh wait, there's a mega ant. I didn't see that. Okay, now I'd accept. Yeah, I actually really like the Gloomy Hound, and I think going and getting a Gloomy Hound for a shark is probably good. Obviously, you could go and get a Gloomy Hound by just completing the passes and stuff. I think it's definitely a pet that would increase in value in the future. And coincidentally, these three pets are kind of bluish, I guess, kind of purpley blue. Now we're moving on to the Fleur de Ice, which is the legendary, which is kind of a very blue legendary. They're offering me a planetary core car, which honestly I don't think is that rare. I'm gonna hit decline on this one. They're offering me a hawk, which I think is actually fair, to be honest. This is an event legendary, this is an egg legendary. I'm not sure which one's better, to be honest. I think the hawk does look like a cooler pet, realistically. So I'll happily go and accept this for a Fleur de Ice. A Flybright Frost Fury, we're getting offered a mouse. Yeah, that's the worst trade-off that we have literally got today. The Frost Fury actually originally cost 1,000 Robux. It's got a flyer and a ride potion on it. Meaning we're talking about $15 right here of a trade right now. 15 actual dollars. We're currently being offered a dancing dragon, which is a pretty cool pet. It is a legendary, and I believe this cost 800 Robux compared to 1,500 isn't quite what I'm after. I'm still actually overpaying on this trade, but I just want to try and get the 25th blue pet successfully traded. If anyone's saying I didn't trade a frost dragon, well, I actually gave away a frost dragon completely for free to one of my subscribers. Now, if you'd like to go and win a free dream pet as well, let me know in the comment section by liking this video, subscribing, and commenting what your dream pet is for a chance to go and win them. You should click here to go and watch another Adopt Me video next, which I personally think you're really gonna go and like next. So click here to go and watch this Adopt Me video right here, right now.